Well, the folks at WorldDenver are already hard at work organizing one of the largest International Women's Day celebrations in the country. So joining us now is Chen. She's in town to help WorldDenver kick off their preparations for next March. You're already planning for next March.
Crazy.
It takes a while, yes. Jane will be part of a fireside chat with our own Michelle Griego tonight at the Space Gallery on Santa Fe. So Jane, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited. So let's first talk about Embrace Global and the low-cost incubator that you helped create and deploy all over the world. Tell us about this.
Sure. So I started Embrace when I was a graduate school student at Stanford. I took a course that was all about designing low-cost technologies for people living on less than $1 a day. And so the challenge posed to my team was to build a baby incubator that costs less than 1% of a traditional incubator, which in the US is about $20,000. After doing research in places like India and Nepal, we realized that electricity was a huge constraint, and that's why many of these babies were dying. They couldn't get to a hospital that had constant electricity. So we invented a portable incubator that works without constant electricity, and that has been deployed all over the world. We've been doing this for almost 18 years, and this year we just reached 1 million babies with our incubators.
That is unbelievable. That is incredible. Here's a picture of it. So over 17 years, these incubators have helped save more than 1 million babies. That is so extraordinary. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing. I mean, there's been a lot of challenges along the way, but it's been so rewarding to do this work.
That is so amazing. Okay, so you've obviously helped change the world, but the road has not always been easy, like you said. So you write about that in your new book, Like a Wave, We Break. Tell us about your story and a little bit about your book as well.
Sure. So the book actually starts 10 years into the journey of Embrace, when we had faced countless setbacks and we had to shut our doors at that point. And I felt so devastated. I'd given my whole life to this for a decade.
Yes.
And so I went on a healing journey around the world. And I traveled to all these different locations, trying every healing modality that I could find. I felt terrible. And what that did, I was forced to confront some really difficult things from my upbringing, namely that I had grown up with domestic violence. And so I didn't connect the dots until this healing journey, that it was feeling so powerless through my childhood. That's what had driven me to help the most powerless people in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming full circle there.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. But I think the shadow side of that was that it also drove me to work to just extreme burnout and to not take care of myself. And so this journey is really about what it means to find self-compassion and find an inner sense of worthiness that's not just dictated by our work or even our purpose.
That's amazing. And I often think people who give so much, they can't stop because they feel like if I don't keep doing this, everything will end. So that is so difficult to stop doing. So what an incredible thing that you took a long time to go around and really heal yourself.
Yeah, it really, I think I found out who I really was even beyond my work. And so that's what I've learned now, that resilience isn't about pushing harder, right? It's about having that inner sense of self-compassion. And I think the way that we treat ourselves is the foundation for every other relationship in our lives. And so that's really the story that I tell in this book.
I love it. And Jane, I could talk to you for another hour, but we got to wrap this. That's why tonight, WorldDenver and Michelle Griego are hosting Jane at the Space Gallery on Santa Fe. It's tonight at 6 o'clock, so you can hear so much more from Jane. Obviously, an incredible story, and get more details about the book as well. So Jane, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.